Standing alone is hard, but standing alone without becoming bitter, that's harder. It's one thing to choose what's right when it costs you something. It's another thing entirely to stay right when it leaves you by yourself. Welcome back to Nothing New Under the Sun, where we're talking about new living, where belief becomes behavior. I'm Bubba, and today we're talking about a different kind of strength. The kind that doesn't just stand firm, but stays clean on the inside while doing it. Because here's the truth nobody talks about. Doing the right thing doesn't always earn respect. Sometimes it earns distance. Sometimes it creates tension. And sometimes it leaves you standing by yourself, wondering if it was worth it. And that's where the real test begins. Not just will I stand, but how will I stand? Because you can stand on principle and still grow hard. You can be right and still become bitter. You can hold your ground and lose your peace. If that happens, you didn't really win. Bitterness is what creeps in when you start keeping score. When you say, I did the right thing, so I should be treated right. When you expect fairness in a world that doesn't always give it. When you begin to carry resentment instead of conviction. That's the danger. Because bitterness doesn't just affect how others see you, it changes how you carry yourself. It hardens your tone. It clouds your judgment. It turns strength into something sharp instead of something steady. And over time, it can turn a good person into a guarded one. So how do you stand alone without becoming bitter? First, you stop expecting applause. Doing it right isn't a trade. It's not, I'll do this if I get that. It's a decision you make because it's right, period. Second, you separate your values from other people's reactions. Just because someone disagrees with you, ignores you, or distances themselves from you doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means they made a different choice. And third, you guard your mindset. You don't rehearse the offense. You don't replay the moment. You don't build a case in your head. You let it go. Because the moment you start feeding that resentment, you lose control of what you worked to protect. Let's bring it where we live. You speak up about something that matters, and now the room feels different. Conversations change. People look at you different. Maybe you didn't get included like you used to. And now you've got another choice. Do I stay grounded or do I start carrying that weight? Because it's easy to say I'll stand alone. It's harder to say I'll stand alone and still treat people right. That's maturity. That's control. That's real strength. Because at the end of the day, your values aren't just about what you stand against. They're about how you carry yourself while you stand. So here's the question. Have you been standing right, but carrying it wrong? Holding your ground, but holding on to resentment? Because if you are, you're not alone. But you do have a choice. Let it go. Stand firm, but stay steady. Hold your values, but keep your peace. Because in the end, it's not about standing alone. It's about standing alone without losing who you are. All right, boys and girls, that's my thoughts on the subject. I appreciate you stopping by and I appreciate you watching. Make sure that you give me the thumbs up down below to encourage me to make more videos of this type. Also, subscribe to the channel where you'll find additional videos of this nature and you'll be notified of new releases. Make sure that you share this video with like-minded people and comment on the content of this video. And until we see each other again, as always, have a grateful day and we'll see you next time.